I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Here we go. 180! They're running it.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And for this offense, yellow highlighter around Trent Williams.
As well there should be. A Pro Bowl, all-pro type of a left tackle. So mobile, you can also see him as a tight end. This guy is a terrific football player.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Kill. 8.
Now Newton. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. First catch in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
What's that? 180. Great. Check 25.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now Stephen Gostkowski, who, of course, spent the bulk of his career in a Patriots uniform. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but, hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Brees. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sheldon Richardson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Brees. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey!
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
I can't believe they let you 20. I can't believe they even let you play. Check it back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They fake the give. Newton steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Back to the 10. Back to the 3. I got him. Great.
They're going with Lindsey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running back. In open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Breeze now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now
You ready? Watch the pass.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 3rd down, Newton being chased out left. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Check. 20. 198. Watch 98. 98's Mike. I got you. Shit.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Newton. That's caught. Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it's the Indianapolis Colts who are moving on to the next round as they knock off the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On play action, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Ready. Yellow lady. 56, right there, 56. Right back. 5'9".
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Lee, 61 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ready? 98 to Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back. right.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Pushing through the contact. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3.
You can't stop me.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A handoff to Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
52. Here we go.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they can just roam and hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Sharks got it, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Chark, 32 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Just stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Now Breeze. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. To throw, it's Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Come on, D. Slam. Gun. Let's go.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Slam.
Newton to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slap. Check nickel.
Now it's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.